All right, Matty Gugas in Oklahoma, South Dakota. I did Mount Rushmore yesterday, and actually heading home, but went past the Badlands through Sturgis. I'm gonna check this this rail bridge out over there. So Matty Gugas here. I'm still in Oklahoma, South Dakota. This is the Missouri River. Beautiful. I got a little away from that rail bridge. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get back over there. And no, I don't know if a train is coming or not. If a train comes now, it's because I live right. If you want to know more about that, then shoot me a note. Blessings all day long. Best people, great people out here in Western country. Not that there aren't great people, a lot of great people in Florida where I live in St. Augustine. A lot of great people around the country, no doubt. People who watch this channel. Former railroaders, rail fans, my friends and family. Great people. But I'm going to try to get over to that rail bridge and see if a train comes. Matty Gugas here in Oklahoma, South Dakota. This is the Missouri River. This is an example of a reward you get in life. You don't have to live right to get this reward. You just have to drive on Interstate 90, which is right here in the foreground. That truss bridge in the background I came over, it goes into town, and then it comes out back out here near the highway, to the highway. I'm going to do a 360 because, well, you'll see why. So the road ends right there, and now we got wilderness to the south here for quite some distance. And then the piece de la resistance, of course, for me is this big long train bridge. No, I don't know if a train is coming or not. If one comes, I'll declare it'll be a unplanned event. But this is Interstate 90, so I'm gonna sit here for a while. It's beautiful. We got a nice cool breeze. It's 62 and sunny. There's something out in that river. It must be birds. Okay, I got the binocs out, but look, I've been a lot of places, and you know, everybody likes different stuff, but this is about as picturesque as you can get it. I mean, here it is, a beautiful day. I'm alive, I'm healthy. Missouri River train bridge. Sunny, warm, cool, and with a cool breeze. While I was filming that intro, I saw a giant splash in the middle. I mean, look, that's quite a distance away. It's not like some, 6-pound bass. And so I figured it was birds. And I broke out the binocs. I don't see any birds down there, so I don't know what they got in there. The Loch Ness Monster. So I've scanned as far as I can see, and I don't see any signals. It looks like the tracks go, which makes sense, over there towards that town. If you look just to the right of the right tall truss, in that little gap right there, you see the grassy area. I think that's the tracks. It looks like that's the tracks in front of that white building and the sign. Maybe that's a Sinclair gas sign. Let me zoom in. You might have to zoom in even more. So, right there looks like the tracks to me. Alright, well, it would have been sweet, but the timing is not right, apparently. I'll have other chances. I have many other rivers to cross over here on my way back to Florida. I guess sitting out here in this beautiful, cool air, sunny, picturesque location was enough of a blessing. So the houseflies are all over the place out here. They like swarm your car when you stop. I don't know, I guess it's the animals. Anyway, just pointing it out. There's a train coming. I actually took a little walk. And I'm up on this hill, as you can see. On the track, next to the track. That leads onto that bridge, and there's a train coming. Woohoo! Stay tuned. It's coming out of Oklahoma there. I didn't realize this track took a big turn. Took this big turn after the bridge and went into Oklahoma. I didn't even notice it. I was too busy looking towards the river. That's why. Stay tuned. It's gonna pop out of the woods right here. Ha ha ha! Look at this. Hey, hey! Hey, hey! All business. It's all good. He's right there. Alright, so we're gonna watch it go onto the bridge. Alright. Sorry for the movement. I'm trying to get to the highest little peak here. Grain train! Big surprise, right? Grain and coal. I don't know. With Powder River, are we the largest coal producer in the world too? Possibly not, but I know we supply the world with a lot of coal. Alright, I'm gonna shut up for a second so you can watch this. BNSF Railway over the Missouri River right here in Oklahoma, South Dakota. Amazing. I'll pan back to that when you see the full array of the train across the spread of the bridge. Anyone seen the top of a grain hopper or a hopper? They got the doors on top for loading. You can see like the coal cars, well, not the same exact design, but the trap doors at the bottom. Somebody asked me a question about how they unload the coal cars, and although the design is a little different on these type of hoppers commonly used for grain, the concept is the same. The trap doors at the bottom there, you can see 3 of them per car. Open up and the grain drains out. Alright, let me go back to the bridge. The same would happen with the coal. They're more like trap doors. They're wider, the width of the train, width of the train car, or maybe just shorter than the width of the rail, the distance between the two rails. But the coal drains out of the car into a pit. I don't know if you've all seen a coal plant. The coal is then pushed to a conveyor. The conveyor goes, brings the coal up to the power plant. Well, to where the coal is burning. The whole complex is the power plant. You know, I just want to get my proper English, you know. I don't want to be called out. Just look at this thing, man. It's still coming. The grain train! Alright, so we got 3 locomotives on the front. Where is this train going? Your guess is as good as mine, but a train the size of this, like this, is going to Seattle or Portland for export. Or maybe parts of it get broken up along the way and go to food processing facilities. Alright, there you go, the Expanse. Too bad that pole is in the way. But so the train is got the full experience of the bridge and the river right now. Whoop, go back in. So that's the slack that I talk about. They're going to go left through that little town over there. I don't know if that was throttling down because there's a speed restriction, or throttling up because they're going to have to climb a hill after going through that town. So the cars jammed together, so it was a throttle down. That's how I heard it. Anybody else? Oh, no DPU? Wow. Wow! Now that's surprising. So, well, after this hill here, these hills here that border the river, it was flat for 200 miles all the way to, oops. I'm trying to show the hills. Back to the train. Flat all the way, well, yeah, over 200 miles to Rapid City. Rapid City is where the turn to Mount Rushmore is, and where the hills start. But it's flatland down in city, so I guess they don't need DPUs. Actually, there was a big food plant there. Maybe these cars are going there. Amazing. Do you want to watch the whole train go over the bridge? I think we've seen enough. We'll watch the end of the train come out of that raised truss, second raised truss there, and beautiful. America, baby. Anyway, we got Cactus over here. Cactus. cactus over here. I don't know, would this grow if I took a piece of it home to Florida? I'm probably not supposed to do that. Nor do I really care to dig up one of these indigenous plants here. Anyway, maybe I'll cut a small piece off and see if I can get some juice out of it. Alright, Matty Cookies here again. Good, I'm glad I didn't go to that Indian Head thing near Mount Rushmore or whatever they call it. You know, the indigenous people from Asia. Anyway, this is beautiful. I'm 300 miles closer to home, and this is called the Dignity Statue. Oh, so you can't see the rail bridge from here, but there's the town that train came through. Let me swing around and I'll show you why I'm here. This is called the Dignity Statue here along Interstate 90 in South Dakota. Let me get to the front of it. Stay tuned. Yeah, here's some more information about the indigenous people from Asia. Anyway, you want to debate? Hit me up, man. Who shot first? I don't know. Let's see. The colonists wore big, long, heavy coats and dresses and corsets and bow ties and top hats, and the Indians wore war paint and had weapons and visible sight. So I don't know. I wasn't there. Alright, so this is why I love America. We don't just eat corn, we monumentize it. I was gonna say you better be state champions with a place like this to play in, but it's national champions. Small towns, man. This is how Concord, New Hampshire used to look before it got invaded by massholes. This is Elk Point, Iowa. I am in Iowa. First time in Iowa. Yeah, I love these small towns. Reminds me of growing up. And you could probably live here and not lock your door. So Matty Gugas here, correction, this is Elk Point, South Dakota, not Iowa. I guess I slipped into Iowa and then back into South Dakota, but this is the D&I Railroad, which operates from Rapid City, South Dakota to Sioux City, Iowa, as their website says. And we got some aggregate over there. Matches the, the platform for the new equipment box. Anyway, I don't know if I'll see a train, but look at this. Corn. Actually, that's something else. Right there. But, check this out. Doubles of grain, wheat, feed, who knows? Corn. Alright, I'm moving on back on to I-90. I don't know if I'll see a train, but I'll stop and film it if I see it. All right, here we are in Omaha. There's the Union Pacific headquarters. Right here in downtown Omaha, Nebraska. All right, so this is pretty slick so far already. I just got here. They got all these statues. Yeah, I was just talking about this. Check out the clothes that the colonists wore. Oh, they even had doggies back then. The hound dog. Wow, this is gorgeous. That's a big man right there. Holy cow. She's very serious. Here's the Omaha skyline. You got Omaha.com, whatever that is. Union Pacific. And then a couple of fancy buildings over there. Who died now? I don't know, I've been traveling. This is right downtown, man. Not too bad. Oh, look, Omaha has jets. Wow. I'm kidding. I'm being facetious. I've been out in Wyoming, Idaho, Montana, South Dakota. I haven't seen a jet in weeks. So the big Union Pacific yard here is in Council Bluffs, Iowa, just over the border, and it's right over there behind that corn. So, I'm going to try to get a better view of it, or a view of it. Anyway. But I stopped here because now I don't have to go to Titusville. I'm kidding. This is an auto rail facility. Not a very big one, I don't think, but one nonetheless. Yeah, the one in Jacksonville even has a bigger unloading facility, or loading facility, actually, I think it is. Cars come in on the ships and then they get checked out through the big Toyota facility there, and then they go on the rail cars to the rest of the country. But anyway, there's nothing going on right now because it's after hours, but you can see the new cars, you can see the rail cars, you can see the ramps they use to unload the cars, and you can see the trucks waiting to pick up cars and take them to the dealer. Looky here, the Union Pacific Yard in Council Bluffs, Iowa. I can't go in any closer than this, as you can see. So here comes a couple of locomotives. Those are manned. They do use remote control equipment here, as you saw. They're working this freezer cars right here. They just shoved them back, and now they should be pulling forward with something else. More cars. Yeah, here they come. Let's see how far they pull down. hey, that's a manned unit. Nice yard locomotives. Oh yeah, these are freezer cars. Yeah, so those big white ones, they're insulated. That's why they're so fat. Anyway. Oops, sorry. Slipping. Alright, so there's a whole block of freezer cars here. Let's see, he's gonna pull down there and let's see what else he just connected to. I can't see. Oh boy, there's the slack. Woo! So not sure why he stopped. Well, okay, so the locomotive, the engineer, the conductor, yard conductor, whatever it's called it, probably jumped on. And there's the slack of the cars slamming together after the train stops. Did you see that? I was watching another car. Wow, there's a lot of slack in these freaking cars right here. I just watched that one right down there and moved a foot before the other one started moving. Alright, so they don't mess around here. They're humping back in there. Nice smooth stop right there. Alright, here, watch. Watch what I'm talking about, the slack. It's already stretched out, but we'll get another one when it stops. I was being a little facetious. I don't think the yard folks jump on. Look, all these cars the air's not connected on all these cars. Like only every third one, isn't that weird? So how do these, well, that's why they're like slamming together. Well, he did a nice job of stopping there, but so that rollback is just slack. Did you see that? That's not that wasn't the locomotive backing up after he stopped. That was just the slack. Okay, I don't know what they're gonna do. I'm not gonna continue this process. So I was gonna get the locomotives again if they came down this far. So he pulled up. Now they're backing down another track to attach to another block of cars. See how all the airlines aren't connected? So anyway, they'll tighten that up. But there's the slack. They'll tighten that up when they're finishing building the train. Yeah, so you see that? So the air is not even connected on the first car. So these cars are freewheeling right now. That's why you hear the clank, clank, slam, slam, slam. Alright, my phone's on life support. I gotta go. So Matty Gook is leaving Omaha, Nebraska. Some cool art on the bridge here. I don't know. Is that a bird? Am I supposed to know what this is? Anyway. It's cool. It's different.